Namaskar children. In today's class we are going to study about decomposition reaction and its steps. Decomposition reaction is a reaction in which one bigger molecule breaks down into two or more products, which means there is just one reactant and it is forming two or more products. For such a reaction there is utilization of energy. The energy can be given in the form of heat, light and electricity. So accordingly we have three types of decomposition reactions. Thermal decomposition where heat is involved, photolytic decomposition where light is involved, and electrolytic decomposition where electricity is the source of energy. We'll start with a thermal decomposition reaction which involves heat. There are a few classic examples in NCERT. Calcium carbonate, when heated, this red delta is denoting heat, it breaks down into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide gas is released. Again, one bigger molecule forming two smaller ones, and you can see a change of state also. A solid is giving rise to a solid as well as a gas. One more example, let us see. Ferrous sulfate crystals. These crystals are light green in color, in crystalline form. When they are heated, what happens? Initially, the sides of the test tubes, they acquire small droplets of water. Now, these droplets of water denote water of crystallization present in the salt. So, what is going to happen? At first, the water of crystallization will be given out, and then ferrous sulfate, which becomes colorless by that time, when it is further heated, again the red symbol shows the heat, when it is further heated, it breaks down into iron oxide and a mixture of gases, sulfur dioxide and trioxide. Now, iron oxide is brown in color, and these two gases can be identified with a sharp smell of burning sulfur, which is similar to when plastic is burned or rubber or tire is burned. Okay? So FeSO4 breaking down into Fe2O3 and a mixture of SO2 and SO3 gases. Now, one more example we are going to take. Lead nitrate crystals. Now, decomposition of lead nitrate crystals is a very classic example, and a lot of questions are based in for the board exams as well as for internal exams from this particular example. When white colored crystals of lead nitrate are heated in a boiling tube, we will first observe some crackling sound. Crackling sound is observed and it breaks down into yellow colored salt of lead monoxide, TBO, and a brown gas is released, which is nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide is also known as brown gas. Now, this reaction can easily be identified because of the evolution of brown gas, but it is not just the only gas that is released. Apart from NO2, oxygen gas is also released. So, a mixture of two gases, nitrogen dioxide as well as oxygen is released, along with formation of this residue which is yellow in color. Actually, most of the lead salts are yellow in color, which is lead monoxide. Again, we see the use of heat for breaking down one bigger molecule into two or more smaller products. Okay. Now we move to photolytic decomposition, which is basically the decomposition reaction which involves the use of light energy or photons. Now, for such type of reaction, the silver salts are very photosensitive. So, if we take some silver chloride or silver bromide in a small crucible or a petri dish and keep it near the windowsill where we can get some sunlight, we will observe that this white color salt will after some time get converted into grayish silvery gray powder of silver, Ag, and chlorine and bromine gases respectively are released. Now with this diagram you can see sunlight is coming and the salt, silver chloride or silver bromide, get converted into silver, which is metallic silver, and chlorine or bromine gas is released. Now these particular reactions, they are basically employed in black and white photography. However, nowadays it is all digital. Now initially, long back, these black and white photography was very much in place, and these reactions found their application in this kind of photography. Now we come to the third type of decomposition reaction, which is electrolytic decomposition reaction. Electrolytic decomposition reaction is the one which involves electricity or the electric current. We have just one example in our NCERT book for electrolytic decomposition, which is decomposition of water. Now, electrolytic decomposition can be studied with the help of this apparatus which I have kept, which I have made over here. Okay. Now, what I have taken in this setup a plastic mug, which you can see, in which two carbon electrodes have been taken, anode and cathode. Both of them are graphite we have used. Okay. With the help of a rubber stopper at the base, we have, and some coils, we have connected it to a 6-volt battery, and there is a switch. Okay. So this is a simple arrangement of an electrolytic cell or an electrolytic vessel. Now the electrolyte over here is, it has to be water because we are discussing electrolysis of water. But children, water is a poor conductor. We have studied pure water or distilled water is a poor conductor or bad conductor of electricity. So what do? In order to make it a good conductor, what we do, we add a few drops of any acid like H2SO4. A few drops of dilute H2SO4, when added to this water, it becomes a good conductor. Okay. Now this is acidified water. This is the mug. This is the cathode and anode, the battery. Now what we have done, we have covered the two electrodes with the help of test tube. Why? Because we want the products to be collected. Okay. So it is, the arrangement is like this. Now when the switch is closed, when the key is closed, switch is on, the electric current flows through this acidified water. We observe after some time that in these test tubes there are some gases that are collected, and we also observe some bubbles coming out in the water. Okay. in these test tubes. We observe that the bubbles in the cathode side are much more than the bubbles in the anode side. Why? In fact, the bubbles, the gas that is collected over here, you can see I have left a gap over here, and over here the gap is much less. Actually, this gap is twice the volume of this gas in the anode. Why? The gas over here, which is hydrogen, it is 2 volumes, while in the anode, which is oxygen, it is only 1 volume. Basically, the hydrogen and oxygen gases are released in the ratio 2:1. This is the reason we observe more bubbles over here. Now, could you guess the reason for this? Yes. Now, if you remember in class 9th, we had studied about law of constant proportions. If we see one molecule of water, it is made up of 2 atoms of hydrogen and just one atom of oxygen. So, hydrogen and oxygen are present in the ratio 2:1 in one molecule of oxygen. So, when we do the electrolysis, we find that the products, which are hydrogen and oxygen, are also in the ratio 2:1. So, this is the electrolytic decomposition of water. Just to quickly recap, the decomposition reaction can be of 3 types: thermal, which is by heat; photolytic, which is by sunlight; and electrolytic, which is involving electric current. So I would request all of you to remember and practice at least 2 to 3 types of reactions of each type of this decomposition reaction.